17 foods to avoid if you have bad kidneys P2 halves. 6. Bananas. Bananas are a rich source of potassium and may need to be limited on a renal diet. Pineapple is a kidney-friendly fruit, as it contains much less potassium than certain other tropical fruits. 7. Dairy. Dairy products contain high amounts of phosphorus, potassium and protein and should be limited on a renal diet. Despite milk's high calcium content, its phosphorus content may weaken bones in those with kidney disease. 8. Oranges and orange juice. Oranges and orange juice are high in potassium and should be limited on a renal diet. Try grapes, apples, cranberries or their juices instead. 9. Processed meats. Processed meats are high in salt and protein and should be consumed in moderation on a renal diet. 10. Pickles, olives and relish. Pickles, processed olives and relish are high in sodium and should be limited on a renal diet. 11. Apricots. Apricots are a high potassium food that should be avoided on a renal diet. They offer over 400 mg per 1 cup raw and over 1,500 mg per 1 cup dried. 12. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. Potatoes and sweet potatoes are high potassium vegetables. Boiling or double cooking potatoes can decrease potassium by about 50%. 13. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are another high potassium fruit that should likely be limited on a renal diet. 14. Packaged, instant and pre-made meals. Packaged, instant and pre-made meals are highly processed items that can contain very large amounts of sodium and lack nutrients. It's best to limit these foods on a renal diet. 15. Swiss chard, spinach and beet greens. Leafy green vegetables like Swiss chard, spinach and beet greens are full of potassium, especially when served cooked. Although serving size becomes smaller when cooked, potassium content remains the same. 16. Dates, raisins and prunes. Nutrients are concentrated when fruits are dried. Therefore, the potassium content of dried fruit, including dates, prunes and raisins, is extremely high and should be avoided on a renal diet. 17. Pretzels, chips and crackers. Pretzels, chips and crackers are easily consumed in large portions and tend to contain high amounts of salt. Additionally, chips made from potatoes provide a considerable amount of potassium. The bottom line. If you have kidney disease, reducing your potassium, phosphorus and sodium intake can be an important aspect of managing the disease. The high sodium, high potassium and high phosphorus foods listed above are likely best limited or avoided. Dietary restrictions and nutrient intake recommendations will vary based on the severity of your kidney damage. Following a renal diet can seem daunting and a bit restrictive at times. However, working with your healthcare provider and a renal dietitian can help you design a renal diet specific to your individual needs. Discover how to improve kidney function fast. Click on the link in the description.